Just over a year ago, EVGA decided that they didn't want to make graphics cards anymore, and honestly, at the time, it seemed like the right answer. But fast forward into 2024, was this a case of being short-sighted, and did they just sign their death certificate? All right, so a year later, right? We all know that EVGA got rid of their GPUs and they're moving on to whatever they want to move on to. Honestly, I don't even know if they're actually doing anything else at the moment, but I loved the Win 3 model. I have it in my computer right here, a 3090, and my first graphics card I ever bought was a 3070 Ti Win 3. I mean, I was an EVGA fanboy from crypto mining to gaming PCs, okay? For them to go ahead and stop making GPUs for something that I feel could have been avoided just doesn't seem right. As we all know, the 4090 is the top selling GPU in the world as we speak, and I really feel EVGA would have did really well with this model card. After I saw Jay's 2 cents get the prototype and put it on his channel, I was thinking to myself, wow, I really think EVGA made a huge mistake here. By the way, the link to that video is in the description below. So a lot of rumors circulated that Nvidia was just not playing fair with EVGA. They weren't keeping them in the loop and all this other stuff. This actually came directly from EVGA. Now, there was a statement given to Gamers Nexus. I'm going to read it here. Quote, "This is not a financial decision. It is a principled decision," end quote. EVGA accused Nvidia of keeping partners out of the loop on future products, cutting GPU prices without warning, and limiting what prices GPUs can be set at. Okay, well, if MSI, Zotac, Asus, Galax, and all the other GPU manufacturers can do it, why couldn't you? And honestly, it seems like an ego trip on EVGA. Regardless if it was an ego trip or not, they were losing hundreds of dollars per cards, according to many sources, on the 3080 and 3090 in comparison to the Founders Editions cards, which I get that decision. You don't want to lose on a product, but that contradicts this statement made by EVGA when they said this is not a financial decision, it is a principled decision. Okay, so if Nvidia is not playing ball with you and they're making you lose a lot of money, I'd be knocking on the door of Intel and AMD, especially Intel. Why not? Intel is making brand new GPUs. They're really late to the game, in my opinion, and they probably could have used EVGA's knowledge, R&D, and everything that you guys learned with Nvidia over there. I'm sure there would be lawsuits and cases about revealing secrets and all that other stuff that Nvidia would have came down on them for. But honestly, this is what a free market is. I would have totally partnered with one of the competitors. However, as of today, over 1 year since they made their initial announcement, EVGA has no plans on making a graphics card with Intel or AMD, which I think is just ridiculous. They had a partnership with Nvidia for 25 years. That's a lot of knowledge to bring to a new company to continue making great products and not miss the boat on AI machine learning, which is going to be a leading industry in the next decade here in the United States and across the world. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of perspective on what the next decade is going to bring, let's focus more on the gamers real quick, okay? Now, the AI machine learning craze is just going to blow up in the next decade. As of now, worldwide, we need 10 times more the data centers to meet the demand, but forget about that. Let's talk about gaming for a second. From 2019 to 2022, there were 100 million new people worldwide getting into gaming and buying graphics cards, okay? Did you know from 2020 to 2023, just from gaming alone, Nvidia increased their revenue by 20%. Granted, 2020 was a rough year for everybody. A lot of people stayed home, but that is crazy. It is projected they are to increase another 20% in the coming years. That is insane. That's not including the data center world. Now, the Ada Lovelace series has really pushed the 40 series up higher, although the 40 series, in my opinion, was not their best-selling GPU. A lot of people are already anticipating the 50 series. What is that gonna look like? So when I say EVGA made a mistake, this is what I mean. Real quick, I want to throw this in there. According to GameRant.com, the MSI Gaming GeForce RTX 3060 Ventus was the top selling GPU for Nvidia. Yeah, not the 40 series. Another question I have is, what's going to happen to Kingpin? Is he going to decide to stick with EVGA and not make GPUs and follow their roadmap? Because currently I know he is helping them with motherboards. It's something that I would really like to know. Vince, if you happen to see this video, please let me know, what are your future plans for Kingpin? Do you want to make another GPU with another company? Have you tried? Or are you sticking with EVGA through the downfall? I'm only saying this because since July of 2023, we have seen EVGA dwindle down their inventory and basically stop people from buying on their website. We used to be able to go to the B stock store. It's no longer available. And there's a button there that says purchase from our partners. That is kind of concerning considering where EVGA was and all that. I would love to hear from you guys also who are watching this video. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Hawk out. Take care.
You know quantum computers. You know blockchain. But do you know both together? Dynex was the first platform to create a neuromorphic supercomputing blockchain-based algorithm which solves real-world problems. And the best part? Anyone can post a job, whether a company from the Global 2000, a machine learning job, or fintech and pharmaceutical. And if you don't want to program it yourself, get an expert directly at the marketplace. Run the job and be impressed by the fast result.